Hey guys, we're going to do a quick little video for you today. There was an incident that got reported on the news out of Kentucky where a 57-year-old doctor choked a teenage female because he felt like she was not using social distancing with a group of friends in a public place. Made national news. We've been talking about it a little bit. So I wanted to do a little bit of a video with you in case you are ever confronted with someone who is in this situation, or someone's trying to attack you in this way. Something that we work on quite a bit, but I want to make sure that we address it and let you know. So there's a still shot. You can see the person who is reaching out. The doctor is approaching, actually shoves the girl, reaches out, grabs the choke, and then continues to shove, winds up shoving her all the way down to the ground, and then continues to start choking her on the ground. And then in the video, the girl's friends pull him off. So I have Samantha with me today, and so this is the best part of her job, is she's gonna beat me up. So I'm gonna be the bad guy. We're gonna start off with simply a choke from the side, and go through the principles of a choke from the side, and then a choke from the side with a shove, and then we'll transition down to the ground. So first thing you have to think of is this girl, one of the things she didn't do is she kept moving and allowed him to get to the side where she wasn't being reactive and moving away. She allowed him to get here. So if someone is coming to you, and this is very common, being able to move their hands in an inside motion, not allowing their hands to get extended to your neck. It's one of the first things we don't want to get caught. But we're going to go ahead for today. We're not going to talk about preventative. I'm going to catch her. She's going to do the defense, and then she's going to move. So what happens, the first thing we always have to think about addressing is the fact that I'm choking her. The front hand in this case, which is the one on her throat, is the hand she needs to worry about, because that's the hand that's choking. The back hand is squeezing, but it's not choking. It's not restricting air or blood. So what she's doing is she's coming up and grabbing and moving that hand off. At the same time, she's striking to the groin, and then up, elbow, and then move away. So how many times she has to strike is completely dependent on the situation. I am wearing groin protection, so she can strike a little bit harder. You would notice, obviously, in a real life that their face would go down. So as I'm choking, she's grabbing, she's striking, and then she's retreating, she's moving away. Hopefully creating enough distance to where the person is not going to continue. You'll notice her hand, she hooks over close to my thumb, and she peels my hand down off of her neck. And then she's striking to the groin, and then to the face, and then she's moving away. So we always talk about how many strikes does it take? As many as it takes for this person not to be a threat. Remember, in every self-defense situation, you have two goals. Make the person stop what they're doing and get away safe. Those are always your goals. So in this case, that was stationary. I was not moving her. Now we're going to transition, so we're going to back up a little bit, and I'm actually going to be shoving her, and then she's going to move my hands and be able to attack. This becomes more fluid, and so the stationary movements are not as effective because she's being shoved. She's now clearing my arms and trapping to be able to strike, and then moving away. So she's making a big circular motion, which is moving my hand off of her throat. At the same time, she's then using an elbow, which if you've trained with us, you know how effective an elbow strike is. So slow motion, she's up and over, trapping the hand, elbow, and then move away, okay? So two different scenarios there. One stationary, one moving, of a choke from the side, and then be able to stop. Now, always remember, the best fight to get into is the one you don't get into. So we want to de-escalate the situation. The longer we stay in lockdown, the longer we stay quarantined, the more restrictions are put on us, the more things that are happening, the the more this is going to be a problem. People are getting outside, everybody has an opinion. So please make sure, walk away. Don't put yourself in a situation where you have to defend yourself. But if you do have to defend yourself, we want you to know what to do. We want you to be prepared. If you have questions, make sure you put them on the video and we'll be happy to answer it for you. We're gonna stop this one and then we're gonna transition down to where now we're on the ground. So we'll be back in a second.